unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to you live, Boxingego unpack. Yeah. We unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to you live. All right, let's go. Ego thoughts. Bernard Hopkins wanted proof that Errol Spence was truly injured when he had to withdraw from a Manny Pacquiao fight, but it's funny that Virgil Ortiz Jr. keeps pulling out of fights and Bhop doesn't need any proof for that. That's what I want to talk about in this video. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. In case you haven't noticed, we feeling real good on the channel. I'm back to just my prime self, stuff like Ego Thoughts, where I give you guys just perspective. It doesn't have to be something that's being reported. It's what I want to talk about. And hopefully you guys like it. Got some new stuff on the channel. Shout out to everybody who sent super thanks, Cash Apps, PayPal. And we're going to keep building the channel. Now, leave it to your boy Ego to talk about these things. Ego Thoughts. Bernard Hopkins, I remember a year ago, as you guys see on the screen, Bernard Hopkins wants proof of Spence's injury. Says Pacquiao has seen it all, blah, blah, blah. So, in case you guys live under a rock or you're new to boxing, Errol Spence was scheduled to fight Manny Pacquiao. They even had a press conference. It was supposed to be on Fox. Big fight. Everybody was looking forward to it. I want to up to my promoter. I believe that one for 45. Manny Pacquiao of General Santos, right? So, much anticipated fight. Unfortunately, closer to the fight, Errol wasn't approved to fight from the medical professionals, specialists, and the commission. They said, your eye is damaged, you have a detached retina, this won't work, you must pull out. You know, you're risking blindness, you're risking your vision if you don't get this taken care of immediately. Errol Spence heeding these warnings, which is smart. Nobody wants to see somebody lose their vision because of boxing or their life or anything like that. It's not that serious. So Errol Spence pulled out, withdrew from the fight, something he never does. And Bernard Hopkins was skeptical and he didn't believe it. He wanted proof. Made videos about it. You guys check it on the channel. If you're a longtime subscriber, the videos are still up. I don't delete-ish. And I find it funny that Virgil Ortiz keeps pulling out of fights, missing weight. I mean, I can't even keep up at this point. Can't keep up with the amount of times he's missed weight, had to do a second weigh-in, pulled out of a fight. I know this is the third time that the Stanionis fight alone, Virgil Ortiz has had to pull out of, right? That's facts. Only one was because of Stanionis. He had an appendectomy. He had appendicitis or whatever, so they had to remove his appendix. But the other reasons, the other two times, was on account of Golden Boy's fighter, Virgil Ortiz. And the comparison I'm making, if you guys haven't noticed by now, is how come Golden Boy's Bernard Hopkins wanted proof that Errol Spence was truly injured, even though Errol Spence posted a picture with the eye, but we the public, we the people of boxing, we're supposed to just believe that Virgil Ortiz has whatever they say he has, and there's different reports saying that he needed mouth-to-mouth resuscitation and CPR. It's like an episode of Baywatch or something. They said he's like passed out. To me, I don't know for a fact, but to me, I think there's something screwy with Virgil Ortiz's weight. I don't think he's keeping his weight down, and it becomes extremely dangerous when you try to overexert yourself, break down muscle fiber, and dehydrate your body trying to make weight. De La Hoya pretty much all but confirmed this, that the weight is definitely an issue, because randomly the day after he said Virgil made the decision to pull out or whatever and can't fight Stanionis, you got to feel for the guy, Stanionis, Oscar De La Hoya tweeted that Virgil is probably going to move up to 154. So it seems very coincidental that De La Hoya comes out with this, hey, Virgil needs to move up, but you're saying he has this illness and he needed CPR. So the simple move up doesn't fix the problem, does it? So people who don't know what rhabdomyolysis is, or known as rhabdo, it's basically when you overexert yourself, like let's say you did 2-a-days or hell week in football, or you worked out, then you went home for a brief period of time and then worked out and did an even harder workout, and you're not giving yourself R&R, things like that. It basically, your muscles break down, have no time to repair, and they release proteins and electrolytes into your bloodstream, which could be toxins or toxic. So that's what rhabdomyolysis does to you. So to be honest, it sounds like Virgil Ortiz is probably not doing something right. Probably gaining too much weight in his off season, not having a nutritionist, and then maybe not even fighting frequent enough. Because if he was fighting more frequently, if Golden Boy could get him fights, then maybe he could keep his weight more in check in his off season. So I think he's ballooning up too much weight and coming crashing down. And then to try to work off the weight to pace yourself, he has to go through these extremities and probably push his body into the point where possibly rhabdomyolysis is, the end result. But if you've already suffered from rhabdo before, how do you keep having the same thing happen over and over? You're clearly doing something wrong. And I don't think simply just moving up to 154 is a proper solution. That's a Band-Aid fix, because 147 to 154 is like 7 pounds. So you still haven't corrected the issue of overtraining and overexerting yourself. So it sounds like Virgil Ortiz has some things that he needs to look at before he even considers possibly resuming his career. Because imagine if you entered the ring and you're not equipped you haven't replenished and recovered, and you got someone trying to take your head off. But the point I'm making is, we keep hearing that he has rhabdomyolysis and things like that, but there's no proof of it. There's no proof that he fainted and he's getting CPR. But Bernard Hopkins wanted proof that Errol Spence, something was wrong with his eye. Like, just think about this. Why would Errol Spence Jr. forego a Pacquiao fight and make up a fake eye injury to have Ugas, who clearly was capable of beating Pacquiao, steal his thunder, and then fighting Ugas just to fake an injury? Like, it doesn't even make sense. And I'm like Roy Jones Jr. Y'all must have forgot. And I'm going to keep reminding y'all, because this is the foolish stuff that biased people in boxing constantly put out. They put out these narratives, and then nobody but me wants to follow up with that. Tell you all the time on my channel, the most dangerous thing is a camera and a microphone, and these guys end up talking boxing, and they're overly biased, overly negative, especially towards PBC and Al Heyman and things like that. And they clearly have a grudge, and they put out these Mothman prophecies and conspiracies and things like that. But when it's your fighter, like Ryan Garcia has depression, and that's a Golden Boy fighter, we're supposed to just believe that he has anxiety and depression. No proof of it. When Virgil Ortiz has rhabdo, and they saying he fainted and needed CPR and he needed to be revived, and that's the reason he can't fight Stanionis, and they're not saying anything like he's struggling to make weight. They're just saying it's rhabdo, right? What's causing the rhabdo, right? We're not getting these details, but when it came to Errol Spence, they were saying, Bhop was saying that he didn't believe it and he needed to see more proof, and he's gonna be the first to put it on wax, and then we're gonna finally be like, oh, how did Bhop know? And none of that came true. If you watch the actual video, he was saying that he's a prophet, and he knows something's amiss with Errol Spence's eye injury, and then people are gonna come back to that video and say, how did Bhop know? What did he know that we didn't know? And none of that happened, because Errol Spence, I remember ESPN even had Errol Spence ophthalmologist or eye surgeon or whatever do an interview. So Bhop clearly was lying on Errol Spence, which is the point I'm making. Then you fast forward to Gervonta Davis versus Ryan Garcia. He's wondering why he's getting banned. He touched Tank for no reason. He touched him, and Tank went off on him and said, don't effing touch me. And then Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy and Bernard Hopkins are playing the victim, like, oh, PBC banned us from all the events, and You know, Bhop couldn't get clearance to go to certain places. You're touching Tank, you're lying on Errol Spence, and then when it's a Golden Boy fighter, like Virgil Ortiz, who keeps pulling out of fights, we just got to take your word for it, huh? Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Ego Thoughts, best in the business, and I'm out. Introducing Super Thanks. Right here on the official Boxingego YouTube. Super Thanks allows you, the viewers, to show a little bit of extra gratitude, which enables me as a full-time content creator to push out the content you need in the world of boxing. Underneath all the videos, you will see a heart with the $sign in it. You can enter any amount that you find suitable as a super thanks. A brand new interactive and colorful way to get your comments highlighted and noticed by not only myself, but other people on the YouTube platform. Super thanks, a unique and cool way to show and applaud us full-time content creators. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content. Super thanks. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We working.